This is one of my surest secrets to break free from poverty. Work, do something, labor, go to work. That idea, somebody says, I've got these fantastic ideas, I want to print. I love people. I have seen a lot of people who say they have scripts. If you see my scripts, forget about what Robert Kiyosaki wrote, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What did they write? It's nothing. If you see my script, if my script comes out in form of a book, that script has been inside for the past 10 years. It has never been published. The only way people will pay you is when that idea, when that script becomes something. And it's very easy now. People think you need money. You don't need money to actually publish now. I hope you understand that. You know that. This young man had published 2 books. And I'm not sure he has spent anything close to 50,000 naira to publish 2 books. It's as cheap as that. Right now. Do something. Write books. Some of you have an idea for fashion. Do something about it. Tech is a platform. Do something about it. I was having a conversation last week, the 2 of them are outside the concert. I said, 2 of you are in tech. Come up with something. Create an app. People are making money from us. You create something, let's give you the money. Piggyvest is an idea. Created an app. You can sit down in the front, in the comfort of your house, and then you do all the transaction and everything. It's very easy now. You don't even need to walk into the front corner of the banks to open an account right now. Somebody created an application that you can open a bank account. It is that what it is. Do something. You are in tech. Do something. Don't just be speaking English, speaking grammar. Is that what we're going to eat? Sit down and do brain. If you want to brainwash. If you want to brainstorm, just brain something. Do something. You are dry cleaning. Do something. That's what I'm saying. There is an opportunity there. Dry cleaning. It's not everybody that can afford to dry clean their clothes. Do it well. And this is what I want to tell you. It's not just for you to do it. You have to do it well. People don't pay you for your foolishness. I told you my experience. If you do stupid things, you will only attract stupid people. And stupid people will pay you stupid money. And when you get stupid money, you can only afford stupid things. You get to the market, you can only buy stupid. That's why you get to the market. There's what we call Esha. You understand what I'm saying now? They say them, I'm a market person. Separate this whole thing. They say, okay, this one is this amount. This one, this amount. Make your choice. It's only when you don't have money, you speak. The sign is this person cannot afford the good ones. That's why I say, we'll get stupid people will give you stupid money, and stupid one will only afford you to buy stupid things. They say, if you say that thing, it's 3rd grade. 3rd grade. Authentic. It can last for 5 years. Excuse me. You can't compare it to brand new. Brand new is brand new. Let's not deceive ourselves. Forget this 1st grade, 2nd grade. You can't compare it to brand new. Brand new is brand new. I know what I'm talking about. Even you, when you wear 1st grade and wear brand new, you know the way you feel. Except you want to deceive yourself. And the only reason why you say I like it, is 1st grade. Excuse me, tell yourself the truth. You can't afford to walk into a boutique yet. Tell yourself, you are only encouraging yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. It's okay. I was there. But excuse me, trust God to give you a capacity. I will not deceive you. You cannot compare a brand new car to a 1st grade Tokumbo car. There is nothing. Forget it. I was having a chat with my friend, and then said, we're going to change this car. And then say, I don't, we don't have all the money. So we're going to, if I get a good Nigerian youth, then he said, sorry, sir. He said, can I please beg you? In fact, that's what he said. Can I beg you, sir? Please, don't do Nigeria. At worst, do direct to Kupo. Say, because I know what it is. One of our fathers in faith was talking about God gave you somebody to give him a car. And he said he would drive the car for 1 week. The car would drive him for 2 weeks. You know what that means? Do food. Food business is an opportunity. You cannot fail doing food business. You can't fail. Agriculture. We have a lot of guys here who are into agriculture. I hope you know that you don't need to hold cutlass to do agriculture. I hope you know. It has come to a point. Forget about all those old beliefs. You don't need hoes to practice agriculture. You don't even need to. I hope you know you don't need to own a farmland to do agriculture. I hope you know. If you understand what I'm talking about. We will not have all the time to discuss that now. There's one space that is open now, open to people that if you can leverage on it, it's called delivery, logistics. Somebody told me about these guys who do delivery of food. Lovo something. Glovo. Somebody told me Glovo did about over 2 billion within the space of 1 year or thereabout. 2 billion. Guess what? They don't hold one single restaurant. No single restaurant. The only thing they do is you place your order for food, they do delivery for you. They connect with the restaurants, take the food, deliver the food, and they make good money. Delivery logistics is a fantastic. Guess what I've discovered right now? I do a lot of place requests from different places, all of those things. What I've come to realize now is I realized that the last few months, bike don't come to deliver again to me. Guess who come? Individuals, young men coming to say, I say, are you the delivery person? I say, I'm the one. Where's your bike? No bike. So what they do is that they position themselves in the markets and they say, okay, when you have somebody who place order, I'm here, I can deliver. So they take the order, they jump on the buses, and the most important thing is that for you to get your stuff delivered. How it will be delivered is none of your business. Do you care about how it's delivered? It's for you to get your delivery. So they do, and guess what? I have an idea. When they spend about 2,000 naira to deliver and to return back to the base, you pay them about 5,000 naira. So on that transaction, they have made 3,000 naira. Imagine that in a week, they have 20 of that activities. That's 3,000 times 20. How much is that? That's 60,000. Not having a bike, not having a car. So when I see a young man who says, I'm done with school for 5 years and there is no job, you are not making income, I see a stupid, foolish, lazy man. Do something. It's a space open for exploration. Transportation is there. Exploit. There are some of us who says, I don't have flair for all of this buying and selling. I am good with speaking. It's a space that you can explore. Training people, speaking, it's an opportunity for you to explore. Entertainment is an industry that can never go stale. You cannot go wrong with entertainment. As far as I know, you can't go wrong with entertainment. Somebody says, I'm just good with entertaining people. That's a huge opportunity to make money from. Huge opportunity. You see comedians, you see them cracking jokes, and then everybody is laughing. As you are laughing, they are also laughing. But your own laughter is different from their own laughter. I hope you understand. You are laughing because they're making you laugh. They make you laugh. They are laughing because your laughter is converted to money for them. When you walk into an hall where they do comedy show and you see ads, you know what that means. That's a lot of money. If God has gifted you with that opportunity to entertain people at all levels, leverage on it. Sport is something that can never, you can't go wrong with sports. Right now, people are, and this is not gender-based. As a lady, you can venture into it. When I say venture into sport, I'm not saying you start to go and play football or volleyball. You don't need to. See, the understanding we had when we were growing up was that you have to be physically involved in all of these activities to make money. But now you have people who have created platforms. You see all of these people who make good money, cool money. You know all of them. Naira Bet, all of them. Do you think they play football? Do they play football? The guy who started, is it Naira Bet or what? Best Natia. You know him, Aki. The first one, Aki Alabi, who has now switched into politics. You know how much of money he made? I'm not sure he has kicked ball in his life. But he's making hell of money. Before you now see everybody coming into it now. You don't need to go and know how to play volleyball. Let me give you a simple. I hope you know there are people who make daily money on sport. They have what we call viewing center. Having viewing center gives you opportunity to make daily, you know what they call daily money. Because every day right now, people go to watch ball. Now, every time you see people shouting, it's a goal. Somebody is happy that people are shouting is a goal. Because that means more people is viewing in a particular closed environment and it's more money to him. That, you have an opportunity in all of those. I'm sure somebody is thinking about this already. Talk about scripts, publishing. That's your own area. And one of the things I'm going to recommend is that do it big. You have practiced now. This is one of the things you have practiced to a point. You need to believe God to increase your capacity to do it big. Do it well. Do it big. You do scripting, you do voicing, you do voiceover. That you play in the media space, that is your area. Do it well. If you want to do it, this is one of the lessons that God taught me. We need to be practicing at small level, doing small things, and it's okay to do small things. And God came to me when I was in the service. That's why I told you when you're in the service, don't just listen to what the preacher is saying. Trust God for your own instruction. And while I was listening, God said to me from Matthew chapter 5, now let your light shine. No one lights a candle and put it under a bushel. And then I realized what God was saying to me, spread out now. Let it be known to the world that this is what you do. Stop playing small. Start playing big. That is what somebody needs to do at this time. You do engineering. It's a lot of opportunity there. Politics. I know some of us are trying to do politics. That's another platform entirely. If God is leading you into politics, go ahead and do it. Education is a platform. You know what? Check the records. You will have an idea of how many people are here in the country who are illiterate, who didn't go to school, how many children. So there is no way you will start a school and it will not sell if God is leading into that. You see schools planted everywhere, and then you are wondering, how will I get pupils? How will I get children? You go and start it first, and you realize there are so many pupils who are, especially if your own is affordable. Education is one area that you need to. And one other place you can play in education is that you don't even need to own a school to make money. You can be a consultant to school owners. That's what some people do. You know what we call trainers. They teach teachers, they teach students, and all of those things. What they do is they go to schools and they train and empower the students. And that's one big area that you can always leverage on. That's very important. Let me close this morning with this. Two things. Number one, save and invest. In order for you to be free financially, when you have found something to do, learn to put together all that you get. The problem with some of us is not that we're not making money, but that the money you are making are not properly utilized. You don't know how to structure your money. You don't know how to spread your money. You don't know how to apportion the money in the right position and all of those things. Some of us have the money, even though it may not be enough, but you don't know how to put the money. I told you that money is a current. It flows. Somebody says, I've got 500,000 naira, and in the last 1 year, your 500,000 is remain 500,000 naira. You have just wasted time and life and resources. Because I can tell you By the time you withdraw that 500,000 naira, it has become so useless. Talking about the rate of the way things are increasing on a regular basis. One of the things you have to do is to learn to put the money to work. This is what I will tell you. It is good to have savings account. Have it, but don't let your money stay in your savings account longer than necessary. Piggyverse is there. All other platforms are there. You can put in the money. At least they give you something in return. But there are certain platforms that you put your money in, and the things they give you in return are ridiculous compared to the value of time as far as the money that you have put there is concerned. One of the things I will recommend to you is this. Find platforms where you invest. And when I'm talking about platforms, I would never advise you to go and put your money in platforms that they promise you something that is ridiculous. If you see anybody that promises you money that is beyond the normal, then you need to run. Find a way to run. It is not advisable. If somebody is promising you 50% in 2 months, I can tell you it is not authentic. There is nobody that will give you 50% return on your investment in 2 months that will be true and genuine. It is not authentic. Don't be deceived. Don't lose your earned money to fake platforms and fake earns. Some of you want to hammer overnight, but this is what I want you to know. It's better to grow steadily and stay up there consistently. I'm talking about platforms where you invest your money and then they pay you per day. What I mean pay per day is that the money increase per day. And then the day you decide you want to withdraw your money, you have access to withdraw your money. So walk into some services, you can find out the money market and all of those things are there. Right now, stock is something that you can. I've shared this with some of you. It's just what happens is that when you hear things, you feel it does not make sense to you, and it does not have to make sense to you. But we give you the advice that we can give, that you involve yourself in what is working. So try stocks, but I'm not a stockbroker. And I've told you that before. One of the things you do is I recommend go to authentic stockbrokers. Tell them you want to open an account. The good thing about it is you don't need 1 million naira to start. You don't need 100,000 naira to start. With 20,000 naira, you can start this journey of growing your wealth. You can invest 20,000 naira of your money, and then with time it grows. And then it grows. The day you have extra 10,000 naira, you can put it there. You have extra 5,000, you can put it there. You have extra 25,000, you can put it there. And then it keeps growing until the time when you realize that this 20,000 has become 30, it has become 40, it has become 50. That's how you build wealth over time. And there is no best time to start. The best time is now. I don't even want to tell you yesterday. Fine, yesterday is gone. But you can start now with any amount, as little as possible. So you find out, you can go online, search for registered stockbroking firm. You see a lot of them, and then they help you open a CSS account, more or less like a bank account. And it's a platform. So the good thing about it is that you can go and check and request, you want to see what your status is. It is not a platform where they say once you drop your money, we can't give you access to what your money is looking like until in 5 years' time. You can check it on daily basis to know what is the position of my investment. So don't just invest or to just save, invest. One of the ways you can also do it is, and what I'm teaching you this morning is very important, is that you can consider what I call real estate. Now, when you hear what real estate, somebody is thinking, wow, I need $1 billion naira. I need a lot of money. It will take me all my life to do real estate. The problem is this, you don't understand that 5 of you can come together. They sell it for 500,000. I don't have 500, I have 100,000. 5 of us can come together and we'll buy somewhere, and then over time, and it becomes something of value. And then we can sell it, and then we share the proceeds. Do you understand what I'm teaching you this morning? That's very, very important. In closing, this morning, this is very important. In closing, you know, in Genesis chapter 41, Joseph gave a recommendation to the king. How many percent? Talk about 40% or 20%. The least I would recommend for you is do 10% of whatever you get. Don't see, I want to beg you in the name of God, don't spend all. There are much treasure in the house of a man, but a foolish one spend it all. It is foolish for you to spend everything. You just got your salary, and 15th of the month, the whole money is gone. That's foolishness. Don't spend all. Take 10%. I'm not talking about 10% for God now. Take 10% of that money and say, if I die, I die. Be like Esther. If I perish, I perish. Let that hunger come and kill me. I will make sure 10% is gone for an investment. And this is the way it's done. Do what I called you sign up before time. So they deduct the money from the source. Because if you carry it and say, you know what, give me the money first, I'll go and drop it. On your way to go and drop it, then somebody will shine something. 50% discount. That's when you see an app. Temu will tell you, we are doing promo. We are doing promo. This microphone is supposed to cost 10,000 naira. But if you pay now, we'll give you for 4,000. Then that spirit will minister to you. 10,000, 4,000. That's 6,000 off. Then investment. Before you knew what was going on, you have paid the money to Tim. That money is gone. By the time you now receive the goods, what I order, fast was what I get. And there's a caption: goods sold cannot be returned. A man ordered for keke napep, and he got it. He got it. They gave him. It was like a key holder. He gave God keke napep. When they show us the picture, I said, this is keke napep now. Drive it now. Be careful not to be. So let them remove the money from the source. I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to see it. Take it. Then hunger will fire you. You will get the thing will eat you hard. But you know what? You will be sad, but you'll be happy at the same time. My money is growing somewhere. Give me time. In 5 years' time, I won't go hungry again. Lastly, this morning, give. Give. If you want to break free, giving you the last secret this morning. Give. Give. It's as simple as that. Give. What I'm saying to you this morning may not make sense to me. And when I talk about giving, somebody says, when I make my first 1 million, I'm going to start giving. Excuse me, when you make that 1 million, if you can't give when you're making 10,000, you won't give when you make 1 million. Start now. I want to be grateful to God for some of us, and I'm aware that certain people are on that journey already of attaining greatness when it comes to their finances. Because sometimes we receive from the church and we receive 300 naira, we receive 500 naira. Not on Sunday service. I'm talking about weekly days. Somebody sent 300 naira, somebody said 500. I said, this person has just forgotten the tricks to break free in life. It is not until when you make 10,000 naira you now think it is time for me to give. Give now. It is not the volume. Jesus looked at the offering basket and called everybody. Everybody come and see. See, this is the one is the highest giver. Not because he gives us the most, she gives the most, but because she gave from the little or nothing that she has. God says this one is the best giver. Give now. I have an idea of what poverty looks like, and I said to myself, Lord, what do I need to do to break out of this circle? And one of the things that God showed me is this secret of giving. I'm not talking about giving from the plenty. Even when we don't have, we still give. We make commitment on consistent basis. I'm saying on consistent basis. When it does not make sense, give. The day I gave 10,000 naira tithes, I was dancing like a baby. I said, Lord, you mean me can give because I know where I was. Give. And I'm sure God said to me that I didn't hear him, but I guess that's what God said. Now you are qualified. Now you are qualified for the next level. Because I gave you something more, and you can give me 10,000 as your tithe. You have moved up. Give. Don't hold back. You know, definitely we don't beg people for money to say, everybody line up. Like they say now, John 3:16. If you give 316 naira, God will give you the miracle of John 3:16. It's all lies. We don't do that here. But I'm just telling you, if I don't tell you this, you will be wondering, how is pastor doing it? This is how I do it. I give on consistent basis, even when it is not convenient. I don't wait it when I make all the money. When little resources come, there is something we wanted to do. I mean, we're expecting something. And while I was expecting that money, I was already asking God, Lord, what would you have me do with this money when it comes? I asked before the money comes. And then God will say, okay, when the money comes, take this for this, take this for this. That is the only way God can entrust me with more. You just got 100,000 and before you knew it, you have spent 99,000 before you remember there's a God somewhere. The least is to give your tithe. 10%. That's the least. If you can't give 10% of 100,000 naira, you can't give 10% of 1 million because that's 100,000 naira. If you can't give 10% of 1 million, how will you give 10% of 10 million? Carry 1 million to go and give? The day, one of the ways to break free from into the realm of the millions is to build capacity to say, Lord, I can give you 1 million. No. You try God one day. I can give you 1 million. No. The day you do it, you just know, conquer that realm for life. Give. Pay your tithe. Give to your parents. Give to your parents. Somebody sent us money some few years ago. I was not excited as that he gave us money. But because I asked him, I hope you have sent money home. I hope you gave money to your parents. I don't want to be a father who collects money from people while your parents are suffering in the village. I don't want to be that kind of a person. I hope you are giving money to your parents. Don't give me. Give them first. It is first to your parents. Honor your father and your mother with your substance. For everyone, we did it last year. I'm not going to force anybody to do it. Let it be something that you do with your whole heart. Give to your parents. The blessings that they pour in your life, you can never pay for it. Some of you, see, one of the things I've realized is this: I can never fall victim of stupid investment. I have never done one wrong investment. I have never. And I know one of the reasons is because there are prayers that have been offered for me because of the things that I have done. It's only when it remains 1 week, 2 weeks for the things to break that I will hear the news. While I am thinking about it, before I think about it and I hear the news, the thing don't scatter. I say, thank God. Thank God. God has saved me. Give to your parents. Then give to men of God. Forget about all the stupid things that they are saying. Forget about, they give to men of God, they will use your money to buy jets. Yes. It is not about what they use the money to buy. It is about you fulfilling your own part of the sacrifice. I don't want to continue to live a poor life, a life of begging and all of those things. I identify people that I give to on regular basis. And I do it with consciousness and integrity of heart. Give to men of God. Don't just think they have it all. Don't think everything is together with them. After all, they have what it takes and all of those things. Give to men of God. I'm saying it now. I don't say it often. If you want to break free from poverty, give. What I'm telling you, those who are not of our faith, they know it and they do it and they practice. And let me tell you something about God's kind of principles. It doesn't matter who does the principle. It doesn't matter who. Once you fulfill the part of the covenant, it's a covenant. Even if the devil practice the covenant, he will work for the devil. Because an allergy, my friend who came for 11 days was telling me how an allergy gave them bags of cement to build a church. An allergy. And they wanted to go and thank him. And he said he's not interested in coming to thank him. That should tell you something. If an allergy is given to build a church, and you are a church person, and you say nothing concerns me, you will see the allergy. Guess what? God is blessing the allergy. You are the one giving to him. God is blessing him. He's creating industry and construction. How many of us eat Dangote sugar? Eh? You eat Dangote everything. Why don't you say, I can never? If it's not a Christian, I will never do it. You know how many times I've slept in hotels that are built by Muslims before? I can't tell you how many times. One of the things I said myself is, God, give me more money. I want to build hotels. I'm going to do hotels. Why should I be giving money to our fathers? I said, I'm a believer. And I'll do an hotel that when you enter the reception, you'll be hearing Domwe, Ron Kenoli music, background, nice instrumentals. And when you step in, you will know that this is a spirit-filled environment. They lodge me in hotels. And when you enter the hotel, you see the picture, you say, this one is an allergy. And they tell you, say, 110,000 per night. And they get your money. You go to that room. You guess, when you enter the room, you say, I sanctify this room in the name of Jesus. Excuse me, you have paid an allergy. That's what it happens. Give. Something needs to happen. Somebody say with me, I'm breaking free. I'm breaking. Can we rise on our feet this morning? Say, I'm breaking free.